Today we're taking you with us on a Nordic road trip, starting in the southern Lofoten Islands in Norway in a town called Svolvær, and heading all the way to the tip of Europe, its northernmost point, a town called Nordkapp, also in Norway, located at 71 degrees north. Our goal is to reach this iconic globe monument, standing at the final frontier with a vast and unforgiving Arctic Ocean. "13 hours. 13 hours is what it takes to get us all the way to the north, to the town of Nordkapp. Let's go." As we began our journey through the awe-inspiring Lofoten Islands, we initially hoped to make it to Nordkapp in about 13 hours. But with the stunning scenery of northern Norway around us, we couldn't resist stopping along the way. From this peaceful, deserted beach to the majestic fjords, each stop was more beautiful than the last. Eventually, we reached our first major rest stop in a small town called Bardu, where we enjoyed a delicious coffee in a cafe that felt more like a museum and an art gallery. Truly a hidden gem in the heart of the Nordic countryside. The best part of this Nordic road trip was that for miles and miles and hours on end, we were pretty much the only car on the road. Well, except for the occasional sheep, loyal fans of our channel, who even tried to block the road for a selfie. And there was even an Arctic reindeer who took his role as our security detail very seriously, guiding us all the way to a town called Alta, where we were hoping to meet his friend and have him for dinner. Hey, dearie. We finally reached Alta, a small town located at 70 degrees north, about 1,000 miles from the North Pole. Interestingly, Alta is called the City of Northern Lights, as it is one of the best places to see Aurora Borealis in Norway. However, since we were there in summer, there were no northern lights to be found. And also our stop had a different purpose. We were in a search of a phenomenal dinner, and we found just that at this restaurant called Stakeriet Mat og Vinhus, where we enjoyed Norwegian tapas. The food was so delicious that on the way back, a couple of days later, we stopped by the same restaurant and had another phenomenal meal. Well, we are in Alta, and we just had a nice dinner, and we're on the way to Nordkapp. Let's make it. After dinner in Alta, we hit the road again, as we still had quite a few miles to cover before reaching the town of Honningsvåg, where we would spend the night before making our final push north to Nordkapp. So, you can see over there, E69 to Nordkapp. E69 is the last road in the world. It's the last, this road that leads to the Arctic Ocean. Nordkapp is the northernmost point in Europe. We're gonna be Nordkapp tomorrow. Guys, follow us. Sign up for the channel. It's spectacular. It's amazing. Shortly before midnight, we arrived in Honningsvåg, the last major town in northern Norway before Nordkapp. This is where we would spend the night, ready to hit the road in the morning for the final stretch of our road trip. Guys, this is a true Nordic experience. You feel like you're on the moon. It's absolutely gorgeous. As we approach Nordkapp, the rugged, unforgiving terrain unfolds before us, truly Nordic in its raw, cold beauty. The landscape feels as remote and dramatic as it gets, with just a few miles left to the edge of Europe. And after 16 hours on the road, we're about to reach the northernmost point of the continent, Nordkapp. Located at 71 degrees north, it sits on a dramatic cliff 300 meters above the Arctic Ocean, where the E69, the northernmost road in the world, comes to an end. The globe monument here represents more than just a landmark. It marks the symbolic edge of Europe, where the continent meets the vast Arctic Ocean. The wind there was so strong we could barely hear each other. The dramatic cliffs of Nordkapp tower above the crushing waves of the Barents Sea, where the Arctic Ocean meets the rugged landscape. Here, at the edge of Europe, you can feel the raw, untamed beauty of the Arctic in every gust of the wind and every towering cliff. So we are in Nordkapp. Mira, come here. Come. Come. So it's been 14 hours. No, it's more than that. It took us 2 days to get here. 16 hours of drive, several little pit stops, and here we are. One of the most unique things to do at Nordkapp is sending a postcard from this amazing visitor center, where you can mail it to anywhere in the world. Mira, for instance, was enjoying the breathtaking scenery before writing her postcard. Children of the World Monument. It was created in 1988 by children from 7 different countries. It stands as a symbol of hope, peace, and cooperation, with each child contributing their own unique plaque to represent a vision for a better world. It was Simon Flem Devold, a well-known Norwegian writer, who in 1987 suggested that Nordkapp be used for something of positive symbolic value, far beyond the borders of Norway. And here are the names and countries of the children: Jasmine, Tanzania; Rafael, Brazil; Ayumi, Japan; Sitidish, Thailand; Gloria, Italy; Anton, Soviet Union; and Louise, United States of America.